Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. We've got ourselves a nice day with partly cloudy skies and a high of 71. Tomorrow, more sun and 77. Sunny and 82, and later 86 to 88. Saturday and Sunday looking gorgeous for the weekend. Break out the short sleeve shirts and the shorts. And maybe some sandals, depending on how your feet look.
Yeah, you got to get those taken care of.
Those nasty toenails,
Guys
those
and
yellow toenails.
gals.
Don't wear the sandals. Nobody wants to see that.
No nasty toes.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy, you're going to
Have
be
you ever
out
had a
there?
pedicure?
No, I don't believe I have. No, I've dealt with a podiatrist in the past.
No.
Different story. Yeah.
I went not long ago, a Saturday morning. There was these two gentlemen. They probably were both in their 70s and started this about a year ago. And they say we come once a month without fail to get our feet, no polish or anything like that. Just get your feet taken care of, your feet and your toes.
Cool.
And they leave and they're just absolutely loving it. Just wondered. More and more guys are doing that.
I make no secret of the fact that I cannot stand to be barefoot.
Oh, you don't like people touching your feet?
It doesn't matter. Touching my feet is of no consequence. I just don't like to be barefoot. I don't like to walk around barefoot. I have shoes and socks on all the time. I sleep in socks. I mean,
Even in the summer?
Even in the summer.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, but that's just
Too hot.
It's a strange, I don't know what you call it, phobia or whatever.
I don't think it's a phobia. You're comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I've never been a fan of the barefoot walk. Never been a fan even really of sandals. I like to have a fully encased foot at all times. Thank you very much.
I'm telling you, once you have a pedicure.
Yeah. Might never go back.
Telling you.
All right.
It's a game changer.
9:07 with Dixon and Vining, and they do so much more than clean driveways. DrivewayWashing.com. That's the name of the company, DrivewayWashing.com. It started off, they were just like, we'll just do driveways. It'll be great. And then somebody said, can you possibly do the back of my house? I would like you to do the house. Can you do that with a soft wash thing? And they said, yeah, okay. How about my patio? Okay. How about the deck? We can do the deck. Can you do my roof? Roof? I have to stand on your, all right, we'll do your roof. Stain removal and gutter cleaning and rust removal and outdoor winter. They started this 11 years ago. Cody owns it. And he's been doing this for 11 years, better than a decade now, so he knows his business. And, he said, I didn't want to change the name, DrivewayWashing.com. I got it. I got the website and everything. But the reality is they do, commercial, large or small. They've done barbers. They did Protective Stadium before the World Games. They do local schools and the BJCC and restaurants and all that. They can certainly handle your job. 3 to 4 hours is what most jobs take. Pricing is very reasonable. Call for a free estimate, 915-0646, 915-0646 to find out more, or just go online and find them at DrivewayWashing.com. DrivewayWashing.com. It is so much more than driveways.
It's Steve's turn.
Well, the three of us on this show, big fans of the Amazon Prime series Reacher. We've all said that. 3 seasons with Alan Richson, they haven't disappointed. While we're waiting the 4th season, Prime has given us an update. They have said that it is coming later on this year, but they haven't given us an exact date for season 4 of Reacher. But they have also said they're going to give us something to tide us over. A series on the breakout character of Francis Neely. That is coming within the next couple of months, although they still have yet to give an exact time. By the way, if you're not sure, Neely was Reacher's right hand, basically, while in the Army MPs, and has been a consistent ally of his since he got out of the service. The series actually is set to come down first, Francis Neely's is. Base plot, she has relocated to Chicago, become a private investigator in the process of working on a job that's looking into a friend's death, and she discovers something really nefarious. Series will not only show us around Chicago, but around New York and Connecticut as well, from what we're told. Maria Sten continues on as Neely. The series runners report Alan Richson will be making an appearance as Reacher. For how many episodes or how much time, we don't know. Filming on the show wrapped in the middle of last year. Post-production, they say, generally takes anywhere from 9 to 12 months. So, considering it wrapped up in June of last year, any time now, maybe early summer, next month, next 2 months maybe. Character is, of course, based upon a Lee Child character. Actually, Child has never written a book specifically about her, only including her actually in a few of his books. To be, specific about it, she only appears in 5 of about the 30 books that deals with Jack Reacher. But she became so popular after the first season of the Amazon Prime series, she's been included in plots in season 2 and 3 where She initially really didn't have any involvement. Yes, Child is going to be involved. Listed as an executive producer likely means they could call on him for tips about anything that they got stuck on, but doubtful he got involved in the day-to-day filming or writing of it. We do know that there will be a season consisting of 8 episodes, but other than the base plot and the fact that Reacher's making an appearance at this point in time, we don't know much else about Neely except that, well, bring me Reacher, but this will tide me over. I'll be all right with that. Let's go.
I was just
Bring
thinking the
it.
same thing, Steve.
Can
I
we
was
drop that tomorrow?
First off, that chick has got the best voice this side of Valerie Vining, okay?
Huh? Who? What?
I
you go.
love her voice. I don't know why, but there's just something about it that's just musical, and the tone. I love everything about her voice. She's also a great actress, don't get me
But
wrong.
at the same point in time, there's a little bit of an underlying menacing in there that goes,
Sure.
yeah, I can be sweet,
Yeah.
but push me the wrong way.
Love it. Also, she has an affectation that is only briefly mentioned. I think it was in the last series. I think it was the last. It might have been the one before that. She doesn't like being touched.
Mhm.
It's
Oh,
weird.
that
Remember
is
when she holds
strange.
that cop's hand while he's dying, and that was like
Yes,
a huge thing.
the
He
only
holds his
thing
hand
that-
out, and she's
Yeah.
and she grabs his hand. It's like that's a really big deal for her. She doesn't like being touched at all, and they never explain why.
Well, we'll learn.
But you have a feeling that there's some reason in the background there. I can tell you what happened with Reacher, and this is just kind of from my own mind here. You can't have an anthology series that only has one recurring character. You just can't. Week in or year in, year out, the only guy that is the same every single time is Reacher. You can write a series of books like that, but you'll never make a series work if the only repeating guy is
him.
Reacher.
Yeah.
So they said, well, people seem to respond well to Neely. Let's put her in there. Remember, in the second season, they brought in the I want to say it was the DA from the first season,
For, an episode or two?
an episode, maybe 2, and then they let him go again. And I imagine you'll be bringing some stuff back around again from some previous episodes this year as well. The one that they're going to do, the book that they're basing it upon this year is another one of my favorites. I like them all. I don't really think there's a bad one, a bad Reacher, but there are some that are better than others.
Sure.
And this one's really good. This one's really good. So was the last one. The first one, I had never actually read the one that the first season was based on. I still haven't. I'm going to have to go back and take a look at it. But
I've only read, well, I say read, I've listened to on audiobook. I've listened to, I think, 7 of his books.
yeah,
I just haven't been able to continue that on.
you're not a reader.
I prefer to listen because
Okay.
I spend a whole lot of time in the car anyway. So
Yeah.
it's an easier way for me to consume the books.
Okay. How do you? Is it MP3 or do you have a CD player or what?
Well, since I got rid of the car that had a CD player, I haven't had any chance to get audiobooks. So I may end up like doing Audible or something like that.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten into that yet.
Bluetooth into that sucker
Maybe so.
and make it work. I don't know.
What was the initial thing with Reacher? Were they going to? Was that supposed to be like several months ago, where it was going to start back up?
They never said when they
They-
were going to
they-
bring it.
they didn't.
They never told us. And I think they got a late start. I know Richardson was in a movie called Playdate with Kevin James, and that probably kicked filming back a little bit. I haven't seen the movie, but
Yeah, he's trying to do other stuff so that he doesn't just get pigeonholed into Jack Reacher. But and I saw one, I think it was on Netflix not that long ago, about him playing a guy who wants to get into the Army Rangers,
yeah,
which that was pretty good.
yeah,
so
it was,
he's trying to do other stuff.
War Machine, right?
Thank you.
That's
yes.
what it's called.
I couldn't
yeah.
think of the name of it. It's pretty good.
I've got it tagged. I expect I'll watch it at some
Yeah.
point.
The action's great. Suspend a little disbelief in there. But he's trying to do stuff that kind of gets him, into other things so that he's not just doing Jack Reacher all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
it's going to be, to me, it might be a little bit tough because this guy is, he's big. He just fits that
Sure.
persona.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
ex-military, he's buff. There's just so many roles.
Right.
He's perfect for that
Well,
type of Reacher role.
Somehow Chris Hemsworth has managed to branch out.
Yeah.
A little.
Yeah.
He's hadn't had
maybe-
anywhere near the success of Thor. But
Chris Evans has branched out a little bit.
Maybe
Yeah,
Reacher's got to get really super skinny or he's going to put a whole bunch of pounds
I
on.
don't know. He's got some interesting stuff out there. I like what he's done thus far. I like, and I think he can probably make a go of it. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger did okay.
Yeah.
Even
with took him a little time.
the thick accent, he's got it going. He's all right. 9:16 with Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. I'll tell you what, we'll take a look at what's going on in La La Land. When
You
did
seem
they lose
thrilled,
all
don't
touch
you?
with reality?
That was a while ago.
I'm just curious. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. 922, Dixon Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Beautiful, beautiful Friday Eve here with a high of 71 today. Endure that while you can. I was out and about yesterday in the 60-degree weather and enjoying that. So 71 seems like 11 degrees better.
Yeah, it's going to be nice today. Sunshine. It's just amazing that we're still in the same week that we had snow.
I know. I was just thinking about
Yikes.
that Monday. Was it
Snow.
Monday we had
Yeah, I
snow?
told you I had to cover a bunch of,
Yeah.
green
Mhm.
life plants and things like that,
Yeah.
sheets and anything else I could find. And yesterday I pulled everything off. I was like, okay, we're done with the freezing temperatures.
I just went.
Breathe.
I just pulled the plants up.
Did you
yanked
pull them
out
up?
of
You
here.
going to
Yeah.
replant them
Oh,
today?
my neighbors were mad.
Oh.
They were upset.
They would not like
Yeah,
that.
they did not care for that.
Speaking of weather, let's talk about when it does rain, when we get those heavy, heavy rains. And from time to time, that happens across central Alabama. And one place the rain doesn't need to be is in and around your home. If you're dealing with those issues, Be Dry is the answer. BeDryAlabama.com. Call these guys, 942-1976. Get to know David Feven and Be Dry. They will be your best friends once they fix this. And I'm telling you, 65 years in the business, they're knowing what they're doing. They know how to resolve the problem, whether it's moisture in the crawl space and they need to encapsulate that area, mildew on the walls of your basement. Ooh, not a good thing. And probably the worst thing is cracking in the foundation. And some of you are like, well, what am I going to do about this? This is not my expertise. This is not my field. It's the expertise of Be Dry that can take care of this. The pros know how to resolve that issue, get everything back and fixed and normal, and then you can go about your way. So if you see these issues and you have ignored them, it'd be a very good day. Now that we've got some nice weather here, call Be Dry at 205-942-1976. Set up that free quote. They'll be happy to come out. They need to kind of see what's going on. Let them come over to your house and take a look around, and you can kind of talk to them about what you're seeing. But let the pros at Be Dry fix it, resolve your issues when it comes to the crawl space basement or cracking in the foundation. BeDryAlabama.com or 942-1976.
924 Baywatch actress Alexandra Paul has been arrested for freeing the beagles.
What?
Release the
freed the
hounds.
beagles.
Release the hounds.
Lots of
It
eagles.
was an animal rights protest, and it was at one of these dog. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a puppy mill because it's actually a professional place where they are breeding beagles specifically, but they also were a research facility where they were doing tests on dogs, and I hate that. I mean, look, I understand how important it is. By the way, you start talking about things like this cancer treatment that we just discussed that's shrinking cells and
whole tumors,
and killing tumors and whatever. Well, guess what? They test that stuff on animals first. You know, they have to. And I hate that, especially puppies. Puppies.
Why dogs? I
Yeah.
think, I think some people go, oh, is there not something else we could consider? But,
You want to test it on a monkey?
I don't know.
You
Well,
want-
we've
you
done
want-
that.
You want Punch the monkey to
We've-
come in
we-
here?
We've done that.
Punch and his little stuffed animal. Is that what you want to do? You want to inject him with something?
Maybe a pig,
Oh, pigs, I see.
a little baby
Because
pig.
they're unclean animals?
Maybe a little goat.
So you and Samuel L.
Maybe a
Jackson
little,
are all like, have to be a
What
hell
about
of
like a lizard?
charming pig. Have to be
Huh?
more
Like an
charming
iguana.
than that Elvin.
Can we
from,
do it to an iguana?
I don't think they're the similar.
I think the problem with the dog is that they're man's best friend. That's
Sure.
the problem that people have with
Yeah,
this.
but try
They're like,
borrowing $20 from one, and it turns out they're not really that friendly. Here's the thing. It has to do with what parts of the animal you are testing on and how similar they are to the human body. So in monkeys, there's a lot of stuff that's similar to humans, obviously. In surprisingly, mice and rats, there are parts that you're like, okay, their immune system is somewhat similar to ours. And then there are
Especially
parts
some
of,
people in D.C.
yeah. And there are parts of dogs that are similar. So depending on what it is you're testing, it depends on what animal you're going to test it on. So yes, pigs actually get tested on as well. And it turns out they're delicious. Who knew? Yeah. So anyway, I hate that. I'm sorry.
I do too.
Alexandra Paul, by the way, who still looks pretty good for, her age. A lot of those Baywatch models, they blew up. Yasmin
Yeah.
Bleeth, I'm looking at you. But yeah, she actually looks pretty decent. And
I'm not really concerned about how she looks. I'm more concerned about her taking beagles out of a place that maybe she didn't have any business taking beagles out
I
of.
don't know. She can be forgiven, in my
She
opinion,
can?
mostly because she's attractive.
Oh. That's all it is to this story.
It
I didn't
really
realize
is.
how old she is.
So
She's
that's why we
62?
went down this road of the beagle story, so we could talk about her.
Alexandra, yeah, sure. Yeah, I didn't realize she was 62.
Baywatch chick.
62.
62.
Well, same age as me.
There you go.
We're made for each other.
Well, go for it.
Alexandra,
I think you've got
let's talk.
you got enough going on in your life, Richard.
Well, thank you very
You're
much
very
for looking
welcome.
out for me. I
am.
appreciate that.
Listen, focus
You're
on
very
the show,
kind.
will you? Get your mind off of Miss Baywatch.
I got the Christmas stuff up in the attic yesterday.
Well, hallelujah.
It was only March the 18th when I
yeah.
finally got it all put away. And
2
I
months
sat
late.
down and I figured it
Milestone.
out. And I said, wait a minute. We got 2 weeks to get to April. That's April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 7 months it's going to stay up there. And then it comes right back down again. 7 months and 2 weeks.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Because I love Christmas.
Yeah, well.
I love Jesus, unlike some people
Oh,
on this
here
show.
we go again.
Yeah.
So why don't you just leave it up all year round?
I don't think Jesus.
I don't love Jesus that much.
Jesus
Oh.
is not judging you on the number of trees and
I'm
how
pretty
long
sure
you-
he does.
I don't think so.
I feel fairly
I
certain.
think there's a little bit more
Yeah,
to
I
it
think-
than your 25 trees.
First off,
You're going to
20
be at the pearly gates, and he's like, Richard, let me tell you something.
26.
Good job,
okay.
buddy, but
Don't
the
sell me
25
short.
trees doesn't
20
quite get it.
26.
26
Jesus.
trees.
It was, and he's going to be like, oh, 26, come on in.
Wait. Wasn't 25 the perfect number?
And
December 25th? You know
There'll
all
be
that?
somebody standing right behind you that had 30 trees. Oh, you come around, Richard.
You know what the perfect number
you're
is?
ahead of Richard.
The perfect number? One more. That's what the
Oh.
perfect number is. It's always
The perfect
one
tree is the next one.
more. It's always one
It'll
more.
be Richard. I
Mm.
hate to tell you, it
Mm.
ain't about the trees.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Denny Hamlin delivered a dominant performance at the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway on Sunday, claiming his first NASCAR Cup Series victory of the season in emotional fashion. He was still mourning the death of his father.
Mm.
I think it was the bitter hatred that drove him. He just hated the fact that his dad was dead, and that's what really got him around that track and put him in the winner's seat.
Well, and the amazing thing is that if you go back to last fall at Talladega when he got introduced to everybody in this grandstands booed him.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they're cheering him because they found out about his story about his dad who had a pretty much terminal disease.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's amazing how much the
Things can turn around.
fans have turned around.
Yeah,
They
that is
do.
amazing.
Indeed. And Hulu has killed the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar's ticked.
Yeah.
Well, must be bad.
I mean, she ain't got nothing else going on in her life. You know what she needs? 26 Christmas trees. And a date with Alexandra Paul.
Oh,
It's
is that what she needs?
9:30 with Dixon and Vining. Roger Miller. Good stuff. 936 Dixie Divining Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Richard, I wear socks all the time, too. Even to bed, I even wear socks with sandals, said Scott. Okay, I don't do that, Scott.
That's a good look there.
I don't do that.
And the fact that Scott would even admit that.
I see somebody out at the grocery store wearing socks with Crocs, and I'm like, well, you've just given up, haven't you?
Well, there is the whole fashion thing where, like, soccer players wear the slide-ons, the slip-ons. They get through with a tournament or something, they get their soccer shoes off, and then they put their – and it's not just soccer. It's other sports, too.
Mm-hmm.
All the kids do it.
True.
If you haven't seen it.
Those crazy kids.
Those crazy kids. But, yeah, it's kind of the style now.
That's what
You
all the
can get
kids
away
are
with
doing.
it.
That's what all the kids are doing. They're wearing shorts.
Like, do you understand that about 30 years ago, 40 years ago, that would be frowned on, and now it's all the rage?
Have you seen this? There's a look out there that I find really bizarre, which is leaving one of your shirt tails untucked in the front. The other one is tucked in, and one of them is out. And I'm like, oh, you crazy kids. It turns out it's because that's where the label is. And it started off with kids wanting people to see the label of the shirt, like, oh, I'm wearing a Pierre Cardin or whatever it is. Yeah. And so they have like half of it sticking out. There's also a trend where they'll have the front of the shirt tucked in and the back out. And I'm just like,
or maybe they don't know the back is out.
how? No, they're doing this on purpose, I'm telling you. And you're like, well, how is this attractive?
Well,
How does anybody think
listen,
this is attractive?
we've seen, fads in and out
Yeah.
throughout our lifetime that
It's true.
we were like, oh, that's a good look. And then 25 years later, you go, oh, that's a horrible look.
Yeah. Remember those huge pants in the 90s, the ones that were like massive, would cover your feet because they were the bells on the
bell
not even
bottoms.
bells, they weren't bells, the whole leg was that thick and big.
Nah, I didn't care for those.
Oh my God, those were hideous.
Or the
on
high
day one.
waist where you pull them.
Oh yeah. No, you're like, oh, mom jeans, good job.
Can't go back to that.
Delightful. Yeah, no, there are some, there's classic looks, and then there's, that nonsense.
And then there was, what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah.
Robbie says, why do women tuck in just in the front? Sometimes it's, you're real thin and you're ready to show it off. I don't know. Because if you're real fat, you want to cover that up.
Nothing is tucked
Well,
anywhere
I don't know.
ever.
Nowadays, people have no shame. They're like, even when you're overweight, they're like, oh, let me show you this.
Yeah, nobody wants to see
Like,
that.
No one wants to.
Nobody wants to see
I
that.
don't-
What about windbreakers, says Joshua? What about them?
Are they in or out?
Kinda.
Victoria says, fun fact, when we would listen to our Roger Miller cassette tape in the car, Mom would always fast forward dang me and not allow me to sing it. I turned 45 tomorrow, I still won't sing it.
That's funny.
Glad I could play it for you, though.
Dang me. I'll take a rope and hang me.
Uh-huh. Have a nice tree. I learned how to play that on the guitar specifically because that was my favorite Roger Miller song, really. I really love that song. Hate the look where women tuck just in the front of their shirt and the rest is out. It looks so ridiculous, says Jeff. I'm with you. I think it's
I think
positively
that's
silly.
what it is. We're showing off flat tummy.
Jerry says, by the way, where's Ani? Did Richard's winning personality finally run her off for good? I miss Ani. We
I
all
want to
miss
say, where
Ani.
you been, Jerry?
That's right. That's a
Instead
fair
of, where's
question.
Honey? Where's
Yeah.
Jerry
Where
been?
have you been? We tied in with ABC 3340 instead of CBS 42, and so we had to unfortunately jettison Ani. We're still friends with her, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah,
love
we
her.
absolutely
Love
and
her
adore
to death.
Yeah, we still
but-
communicate with her.
Yeah.
We still love her.
Absolutely.
It's just
She owes me money, and
or a lunch or something.
None of that is true.
No.
I made that up entirely. She's a wonderful person. She would never do that. Let's, Anthony and Company Jewelers, 2080 Valladale Road next to Ragtime Cafe. I tell you, getting a piece of jewelry from Anthony and Company Jewelers can sometimes entail a couple of steps. Number one, you show up and you say, I don't know what I'm getting this person, but let me tell you a little bit about her or him. And then they kind of take you around and go, does this look like something? Does this look? Yes, there you go. That's it. You found it exactly. Now, here's my problem. That's not the stone I want in there. I want this other stone. Oh, okay. Well, we can get one of those. And the next thing you know, they're making the piece that you want, combining two different pieces or whatever. This is very normal for Anthony and Company. So I've watched people do this at Anthony and Company Jewelers. They are so committed to getting you what you want and making sure that you're happy with the end result that Anthony and Company Jewelers will stop at nothing. Stop by 2080 Valleydale Road next to Ragtime Cafe. All repairs are done in-house. High-end watches, men's jewelry too. Whether you're talking about Easter, Mother's Day, or some special occasion just in your life, maybe you want to pop the question. A lot of engagement rings. Anthony and Company Jewelers, AnthonyCoJewelers.com, 2080 Valladale Road, next to Ragtime Cafe. One of Popeye's largest franchisees is collapsing and taking at least 20 restaurants down with it. Miami-based operator Sailorman Inc. was running 136 Popeyes locations across Florida and Georgia. They filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on January 15th of this year. And, this is a lot of stores. Closures came in 2 waves in January. They closed down 17 Popeyes restaurants in Florida and Georgia as part of the bankruptcy process. Then a March 10th court filing revealed 3 more restaurants had to be closed.
Listen, we were just talking about how great their chicken was. And, the whole chicken war thing. They seem to be doing pretty well with that.
The one down here in the Palisades closed some time ago.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Every time I ever went there, line around the building. People loved that place.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
I agree. No, I went there one time. I think they were.
How's the service there?
Well, I was about to tell you. My producer and I wanted to try this ghost pepper shrimp that they had come out with, and this was back when I was doing middays. And so I started at noon, and I said, I'll just run down there and grab some of these, and I'll bring them up, and, we'll start the show, and we'll try them on the air. So I pulled through the drive-thru. I said, hey, let me get an order of your ghost pepper shrimp, the new thing. And they said, well, those are frozen, and it's going to take 45 minutes for them to defrost and cook. And I was like, 45, okay. It's 11:30 now, so clearly not. I'm on the air at noon. That's not going to happen. I said, wait a minute. It's lunchtime. Did you guys not plan ahead that people were going to want these for lunch? Oh, well, this is just the way we do it. Okay. This would be a good place to put a restaurant. You guys ought to look into that.
Guess it's not a good place to put a
Yeah,
restaurant.
why
They're
don't
done.
you start figuring that out around 9:30 or 10 o'clock?
You would think that they would get there
so
at
that
10
by
and pull
11
the
you're
shrimp
ready to
out.
go.
You'd be able to start cooking them, but
Non-planners.
no such luck.
Not worried about the business model there and making a profit.
That might be why they're closed. Pillsbury unveils new blueberry crumble cookie dough and a seasonal favorite for spring.
I'm all about
Juicy
it.
new cookie dough flavor.
Okay.
Blueberry crumble is kind of isn't it a little bit like a cobbler type thing?
Like blueberries and maybe some other stuff in it that makes it taste like cobbler?
I don't know. But they made a cookie that somehow is supposed to taste like that, and I could get behind that.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd try it.
could.
I like blueberries
Mhm.
in general. And then they have bunny cookies and chick cookies and Easter egg cutout cookies and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
wow.
not worried about that.
Richard's not impressed.
Well, essentially, they're sugar cookies that just have little images on them.
Sure.
You know?
They're perfect for the kids.
I agree with
Moms
Gary
are
Goldman.
buying these for the kids.
I agree with Gary Goldman. Every cookie is a sugar cookie. A cookie without sugar is a
Not-
cracker.
yeah, it's not a cookie.
Pretty much.
There you go.
No longer a cookie.
Sugar cookie. You're like an 8th grade girl. You just change your shape or your look for whatever happens to be the occasion at the time. It's not okay.
All righty, Richard.
A rare free burger deal is happening where? At Five Guys.
Oh,
this
hang
week.
on. Whoa. What do we got?
Company recently marked its 40th birthday. The anniversary celebration included a buy one, get one free burger promotion that quickly drew large crowds, and they went, hey, this works. We should try this again.
Hey, maybe
So-
you should.
Now they got the after party.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So what hoops do you have to jump through?
App.
You
There's
gotta
an
have-
app
gotta
involved.
have the app. Yep.
Of course you do.
Second attempt at the promotion. They're what it calls a 40th after party running from March 9th through March 12th. We missed it. What?
By a week.
Come on.
Golly.
Losers.
Customers who missed the entire promotion can try again during the limited window as restaurants prepare for another wave of burger orders. Well, thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
Why am I reading this story
I
now?
don't even know.
Can we do that again?
Why'd they
and
do that
maybe
to us?
publicize it better?
How about the after party?
The after
yeah,
after
and like
party?
we said, publicize it better this time.
Come on, man.
Don't publicize it a
Whoever
week
did
late.
this story, who did this?
Program.
Jay
Mm.
Najati,
Mm.
Najada,
It wasn't Duda.
one day ago, and he was behind the story.
He did this a
what the
day
heck?
ago.
Yes.
A day ago was already
Why?
4 days
would
past
you,
the end
You
of
know
the.
what it is? I think this dude went ahead and got himself the deal at Five Guys, and then did a nan and wrote the story.
Nice.
Because now we can't get it.
Sticking it.
That's right.
How dare you?
Did you just shoot a bird?
No,
You know we're on camera.
was
We got.
waving. I
Don't
was-
do that either.
Why
what
can't
are
I
you
not
doing?
wave?
What? Oh,
Oh, you
No,
thought it was
put
doing the Zig
no,
Heil
what do you-
thing? Heil.
Well, this is dangerous being on YouTube. You know that?
Darian's in
It's
there.
very dangerous.
I was just waving to Darian.
Uh-huh.
You got a problem with that?
Well, it didn't look like a wave to me. Oh, so
Well,
you were shooting a bird at him?
I was not shooting a bird.
I think you did.
I was saying hello.
That's not what that looked like.
Well, you don't have to like it.
Don't you heil him?
I don't
This
understand
is all trouble.
I don't understand what the furor is about.
Listen, I'm going to make you sign a waiver now that we're on YouTube.
I did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
Uh,
Jeez. Talking with managers later today. What was he doing in studio?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
mm.
I see nothing. I see nothing.
Tell me again about the Planned Parenthood comment. There's a new limited edition Munchkin at Dunkin's Donuts, and this one comes in an I-Dough ring box just in time for wedding season. Get it? I-Dough.
I see what they
The
did.
Dunkin' Donuts Wedding Cake Munchkin is part of Dunkin's spring menu, which launched on March 4th for one day only, National Proposal Day, on Friday, March 20th. How about this? That's tomorrow. We're ahead of the game.
Oh, looky there.
Customers will be able to get the Munchkin in a pink ring box.
Cute.
The wedding cake Munchkin is made of a glazed blueberry cake donut hole covered in wedding cake flavored sprinkles, according to the company. You can get the I-Dough ring box for free. You must purchase a 25 or 50 count order of Munchkins. The customer will receive a free ring box with a wedding cake Munchkin inside.
Nice.
Hmm.
Let me run right out.
Yeah.
I bet you will.
You pop the question with that, and I'm sure she'll look at you and go, no.
Don't try this, guys.
Hmm.
Not going to work.
We asked 3 chefs to name the best frozen hash browns, says Cubby.
Cubby?
That's
Is the name of the-
cubby.com.
Oh, I thought this was a
Cubby's
person.
last name Doodah.
Ali Damrung Chai.
Doo-dah
Ali
day.
Damrung Chai is the person who wrote this, looking for the best frozen hash brown. And apparently it is.
I bet it's at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Trader Joe's hash browns. It's these hash brown discs that are a little bit like what they
They
serve.
look at McDonald's.
At
They're
McDonald's,
McDonald's hash browns.
If you haven't had these,
saw these.
I buy something similar at Walmart, and I think
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them at Aldi too. You spray them with a little bit of cooking spray and put them in your air fryer,
fryer?
and
Mhm.
it may as well be a McDonald's hash brown. Just make sure it gets done. It has to come out of there brown, like
Yeah.
good brown.
But it looks identical to it.
It really
the way they
does.
have it boxed and everything.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. I like them. I like all kinds of hash browns. I will occasionally even make them myself out of potatoes. The problem is trying to get all the moisture out. Like if you decide that you're going to run them through the grater, right, and make the shredded hash browns like you'll get at a Waffle House, you have to rinse them and get all the starch out, and then you have to dry them so much, and it's almost impossible to get all the water out of them. At some point, you're just like,
Forget it.
I'm just going to buy the bag of frozen ones from now on. Like I'm just going to because those you can pop right into the pan and they turn out perfect every single time. So if you have like regular potatoes and you decide you want to make hash browns out of them, dice them and make that kind of hash brown. You throw in some peppers and some onions, a little bit of you know what? I
Here
should
we
save
go.
this
Your
for the
recipe.
Mr. P's grilling
Yes,
tip.
you should
yeah.
save it.
Yeah,
Sounds a little.
maybe I'll do
in
it
depth.
tomorrow. We can talk a little bit about hash browns tomorrow. It'll
Yeah.
be fun.
How
9
you like them scattered, smothered. Oh, I'm sorry. That's another place entirely.
Exactly. Yeah. 9:50 with Dixon and Vining and West. And who's the guy in the traffic center now?
I don't know. He
It
says
was
his name
Craig
so fast, I
yesterday,
can't-
and today I
can't
don't know who
figure
it
out.
is.
He's a substitute. We don't have to know his name. He's not going to be around long.
I mean, he says it so fast it comes out sounding like Idris Ego.
Whoa.
Idris Ego.
Yeah.
Well,
take
you
a
know
listen
what?
to it when
Yeah,
he does it.
Here we go.
All right. Dixon and Vining question of the day coming up next. Oh, yeah. Little jumping jack flash. Nice. 9:55, Talk 995, talk995.com. It was in a hotel down on Treasure Island in Florida where Keith Richards woke up in the middle of the night with the riff for that song in his head. And he hummed it into a cassette recorder because he didn't have a guitar on hand.
Is that wild?
And then
That you could wake up and
wrote the song the next day.
have a song in your head.
Don't
know where it came from or how it got there.
Divinely inspired by heroin.
Yeah.
Wayne
Probably.
says today is a free ice cream day at Dairy Queen. Yes, we
Yes,
know that.
We mentioned that earlier.
Thank you for telling us.
But thank you.
Tracy says, Richard, and the cry laughy emoji. Was that for the Führer joke, the Nazi joke? Was that when
I don't really know.
I was
but
giving-
she thought something was
I
funny.
was trying to give Darian the Heil 5, and apparently I got in trouble for that.
Maybe.
Fran and Ken say it's the service servers that's the problem, talking about
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Yeah.
Just a negative, non-welcoming attitude, plus a business is only as good as their managers. The fast food restaurant, thanks, Valerie and Richard. Always love your show.
Thanks, Fran and
nailed
Ken.
Burger King, too.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mary Jo says a crumble is a cobbler without a traditional crust, but has oatmeal, nuts, and butter on top of it. It's delicious.
Well,
Yeah.
sure. What's wrong with that?
I agree.
Nothing.
Jinko jeans are the ones you're referring to, Richard. Okay, if you say so.
Those ones with the really, really wide
the
legs? Is that what you were
really
talking
wide
about?
legs
Okay.
that
Yep.
just looked so stupid. Right, we may as well go ahead and dive into this, huh?
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
What's the best fictional band that never, ever was? Fictional band. You know what I'm talking about, Steve. What do you got?
I do.
Yeah.
I would probably go just because of the fun aspect of the drama that was behind the scenes. Steel Dragon.
Love Steel Dragon. Love Steel Dragon. What about you? That was, of course, from Rockstar.
Rockstar.
Marky Mark. How about you, Valerie? Money?
Wayne's World Band. Wayne's World.
I love them.
Party on.
Party time.
Excellent.
It's excellent.
Wayne's World.
With Tia, what's her
Carrera.
name? Carrera out front. Oh,
Wayne's World.
hot.
How about you, Richard?
I'm going to go with the Commitments. I know I usually go with Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters, but I'm going to go with the Commitments on this one because it's one of my all-time favorite movies. Let's see what other people responded with.
Mark said Spinal Tap. I figured that wouldn't take too long.
I got to get that one. Eddie and the Cruisers says, Will. The band at Chuck E. Cheese says Chuck.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Vicky says the Oneaters, of course.
Absolutely.
That's the Wonders. Citizen Dick, says Jeff Malone. I don't know what that is, but it sounds
sure of
funny.
that one.
I like it. Brian says School of Rock. Wild Stallions, says
yes.
Jimbo.
Bill and Ted.
Bruno Radolini. Still can't believe they didn't include him in the Woodstock soundtrack or movie. That, of course, was Bruce Willis. The return of Bruno. Stillwater, the band from Almost Famous. That's great. Stoners from Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke.
David goes the banana splits.
Oh, yeah. La, la, la.
And Patrick
La,
says
la, la,
Santa
la.
Claus from MST3K.
Oh,
La, la.
yeah. Lee Mears says Randy Watson and Sexual Chocolate.
Sexual chocolate.
You may know him as Randy Watson, but I remember him as Joe the Cop from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama.
Wow.
The Soggy Bottom Boys from Valerie's favorite film, Oh Brother, Where Art
Oh,
Thou?
goodness. Yeah. Those are
I just saw that movie again the other day. Still hilarious. Partridge Family.
Yes.
always wanted to be a part of that band.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to play the, tambourine.
Yeah, you can take over
okay.
for Tracy.
Yeah, that would have been easy, right?
Josie and the Pussycats. And Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. All good answers. We're out of here. Back tomorrow. Darker Early, 6